Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun playing with Charlotte Tilbury makeup. I have had a request to do a full face of my favorites. I have used this brand for years and I have a few key products that I really can't live without. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look using some of my favorite Charlotte Tilbury products, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we need to put some makeup on this face, and I was asked to do a full face of some of my Charlotte Tilbury favorite products, and this is a brand that I have loved for a very long time. This is also a brand that my daughter loves and will often steal my products. So there's often products that I will be looking for in my repertoire, like where's my Charlotte this or that, and my daughter will say, oh yeah, I took that to college with me. So I did have to go out and replace a few of my favorite items, but I thought today I would just sort of do my basic look using some of my favorites. And the Hollywood Flawless Filter is an absolute love of mine. I have this in shade 2, 2.5, and 3. I believe my daughter stole my 2 because I'm only finding 2.5 and 3 right now, but I will swatch both of those. The 2.5 has a little bit more of a golden beige undertone, and then the 3 is a little bit more peachy, and then the 3 is a bit more peachy, and the 3 is for light to medium skin tones. But basically, I like to use this product almost like foundation and then use concealer. So I am going to show you how I do it. It really is a fantastic filter, and this is a multi-purpose product. So basically I will come under here. I'm using the 3 because it's got a little bit of a peach, and I go ahead and put that underneath my eyes because it's going to brighten up, and I'm just kind of striping the product on here, kind of whatever was on my brush when I put it in there. And then you can either use a brush or a beauty blender, whatever you prefer. I'm actually going to use my beauty blender here, and then I will just tap this into the skin, and I'm kind of calling this weekend makeup. I wear it during the week as well, but this is just sort of an easy go-to look. And the Flawless Filter can be used kind of like foundation. It can be used under your makeup, and then it can be used as a highlighter as well. And out of all the little glowy base products that I own, I would have to say this is the one that I use the most because I often just use it like foundation. And I will just tap this in to my skin, especially if I'm using that shade 3. It's just got a little bit of that peachy, kind of almost color correcting color to it. Okay, here is what the Hollywood Flawless Filter looks like. It just gives you such a beautiful glow. And then what I like to do is use a concealer wherever I need it, kind of like foundation. So instead of using actual foundation, I will use her beautiful skin. This is her new concealer, and I have this in the shade 4.5. Let me show you this. And this is the shade 4.5, and this is going to be very brightening. So I do use this as concealer, but I almost use it as a little kind of brightening insert. But I also kind of use it as a highlighter. So I just am going to put a little bit, of course, underneath my eyes. I'll put a little dot up at the top of my forehead down my nose and a little bit on my chin. And you can also use it wherever you need to actually spot conceal, but this color is going to brighten up my skin, so I don't want to lighten it up too much. And then I will use that beauty blender again, and then I just sort of pounce that into the skin underneath my eyes. So basically I'm focusing a little bit of brightness underneath my eyes, my forehead, and then we're going to leave the rest of the skin to sort of shine through. And then we're going to start adding back a little bit of warmth and color to the skin. Now I just repurchased these Hollywood wands, and these are the ones that my daughter always steals from me. And these are often out of stock. So my favorite actually is the Hollywood contour wand. This is such a fantastic contour, but it's often out of stock. And then I have the Pillow Talk. This is the highlighting wand, and I believe I had this, or maybe it was a different color. It was a little bit more of a champagne. The Pillow Talk's going to be the pretty rose gold. And then I have one of the blushes, or the Glowgasms. This is the Beauty Light wand, and I have this one in Peach Gasm. I had it in Pink Gasm, but that was sold out. So we're going to be using Peach Gasm today. But if you've never tried these little wands before, there is a reason that they're often sold out. And what you do is you're going to unscrew the top of the cap. Then I'm just going to slightly squeeze up a little product, and then make sure to screw it back on, because a little goes a long way. And then what I like to do is take a couple dots just like that, and right kind of at the top of the ear under, little contour. I like to put a little bit of color up by my forehead. You can contour the sides of your nose if you want. And then I will do a little bit underneath my chin. Then I'm going to take the highlighter wand and I'm going to squeeze up a little product just like this. So pretty. A little pretty rose gold. And then I will put a little bit of highlighter on the top of my cheeks. I kind of do all the dots, and then I will blend in, and then I'm going to take my Peach Gasm here, and again, I'm just going to twist the top. You press just a little bit of the product here. This is peach, and then I put that as my blush right here. And then I take my blending brush here, and then I will basically buff these into the skin, and it will look really quite natural in just 2 seconds. So this is what's so great about this product, is that it's going to melt into your skin and just look really pretty and natural on the skin. Okay, we've added a bit of color back onto the face, and then I just like to set everything. And I'm a big fan of her Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. This is a really nice pressed powder. I've hit pan on this, very proud of myself. And then I am going to just put a little bit of this powder on to set everything. And then for eyes, I have one of her Color Camellia. This is one of her crayons that you can use on your eyes. This is such a pretty color. And bronzed garnet is so pretty. And I believe this is for green eyes. It's either hazel or green. It would work with anybody's eye color, but this is back when she was sort of doing, here's for hazel eyes, here's for blue eyes. And I always try to bring out a little bit more green in my hazel eyes. And this is going to be quick and easy eye makeup. To be honest with you, I often take whatever's left on the little sponge here, and I just use that right in that crease, just as a base. And then I will just either use my fingers or a brush and that color as a base for the shadow. You can skip that part, but it just sort of gives me a little definition. And then I will go in with the garnet, and you do need to work pretty quickly with these pencils. They're pretty awesome. And what I'll do is I'll just start at the base of my eye, and then I'm going to smudge it out. But it's such a great color. So I will take that and then smudge that kind of on the outer V here. It's an easy smoky eye. And I'll come over here, and then I use this to line the upper lash line, just kind of use it in that tight line area. Then I'll use a little bit of the highlighter, and I will just place a little bit of that right in the upper, and then I can do a little dot right on that inner part of the eye to add a little bit of lightness. So I like that garnet to add a little definition, but I always like a little bit of highlight on my eye, and I will just use a little bit of that for quick, easy eye. Just a really simple eye look. And then I'm going to go ahead, pop on some mascara, clean up my brows, and then we'll do a quick little lip with two of my favorite products. Okay, we have eyes on, and I do feel like that garnet color does pop my eyes just a bit. And again, if you wanted to, you could really glam your eye up using that garnet. Go just a little bit deeper if you want, but I've just been enjoying just a little bit more of a clean eye look. And then for lips, I do love her lip cheats. Okay, of course I have Pillow Talk. We all do, but my favorite is actually Love Trap. And right here is Iconic Nude. I do like that one as well. Then I have Hot Gossip here, which is another great one. But my ultimate favorite right here is Love Trap. I think it's got a little bit more of a kind of mauve undertone to it. And so I'm going to put that on, and then I like to just pop on one of her Collagen Bath glosses. And I did prep my lips with one of her collagen lip baths. These are so good. I also have it in the Iconic Pillow Talk. But first of all, I'm going to line my lips with Love Trap. And I'm actually going to pop on my favorite. This is Refresh Rose. It's just a very soft nude. It's basically a nude gloss, but it's got a little bit of reflection in it, so it makes your lips look a bit bigger. And I like to wear this on its own, but also just any of my lip glosses. But also over any lip liner. And this lip combo is Love Trap with Refresh Rose Collagen Lip Bath. Okay, so this is my basic look. There is times when I will also pop on one of her blushes. And I actually really love this one. It's called the Climax, but it almost has like sort of almost a bronzy color with a pop of peachy pink. And I will just take a teeny bit of that and kind of pop that just right on top if I want a little extra on my face. That is not something I always do. I like the glow from those wands, but this will just sort of top it off. And then again, you can just kind of focus on that little pinky part, kind of put it right on the apples of the cheeks. Then I will finish everything off with her finishing spray, which is so lovely because it's going to give you a little bit of a glow and take away my little frizzies here. And then this is going to be my full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I have some other favorites to mention, like I absolutely love her beautiful skin. This is her cream bronzer. It's amazing. I often use this too. So I will actually rotate through the contour wands, love this, or I will use her bronzing cream powder or use both. I just was able to pick this up. This is often sold out in the fair medium shade all over the map. That's what I'm saying. These are popular. So if you can pick these up, I definitely would. They are amazing. They're going to make your skin just look really natural, but it is going to give you a contour and a highlight. I just think they're so pretty, but I've been leaning a lot on this beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Cream Bronzer. It is so good. I love, love, love this. I have it in 2 shades. I think it is fantastic, so I will kind of use it as bronzer contour just to warm up the skin. So that's another one of my favorites. I also love her blushes. I think I might own all of them. I think they're just beautiful, but I can definitely do a few more get readies with me using Charlotte Tilbury. But I had a request to do a full face of Charlotte, so here you go. So I hope this was helpful. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend, and I will be back with another video soon.